What's up, you guys? Welcome back. Today, I'm super excited because we're gonna be doing a full face of brand new drugstore makeup. Y'all know I love drugstore makeup, so I'm super excited to try a bunch of these new releases. Most of them I haven't tried, a few of them I have tried and are so good. So I'm super excited to share everything with you guys today. Everything that we try listed down below if you guys wanna check that out. But without further ado, make sure you guys subscribe to my channel if you have not already and click the little bell right next to the subscribe button so you get notified of all my future uploads, and let's go ahead and get started. Alrighty, up first for primer, I've really been wanting to try these new ones from L'Oreal. They came out with a bunch of new ones as part of this Prime Lab line. They have like a redness reducing one, a dullness reducing one. I got the pore minimizing one because that's typically the type of primers I go to. And one of like my biggest skin concerns is like my enlarged pores and kind of texture in this area of my face. So this is supposed to blur pores and smooth the skin over time because it does have 1% AHA in it. So let's go in and check it out. I'm gonna just squeeze some on. Okay, a little bit of a pinky tone, but like a gel texture. Gonna tap it in. Ooh, it feels actually really nice and hydrating. Because I feel like with the pore filling primers, they can go one of two ways. Some of them are really like matte and kind of drying, where this one does not feel like that at all. It's like a gel kind of cooling texture, and I'm just tapping it into the areas that I have enlarged pores, around the nose. I actually really like the way this feels and like the texture of it. So far so good. Obviously, let's see how foundation stuff layers on top of it. Now, next for foundation, I don't have a new one that I haven't tried yet, but I have been loving the new Revlon Skin Caring Foundation. It's so beautiful. I just got a new shade because the first shade I had was a little off. This is 310 Cool Beige. I'm gonna just pump some onto the sponge and show you guys. It literally gives a light coverage. So it's not gonna be like a full coverage, but it feels so lightweight on the skin. I really, really like it. I feel like there's definitely been kind of a shift where like a lot of products are coming out now are more like lighter, glowy sort of products, and this definitely is in that category, but it's from the drugstore because a lot of the ones that we've seen are definitely like high end, and it's just so lightweight and pretty on the skin. It looks very much like skin too. So I have really, really been liking it. You'll see as I apply it though, it does oxidize a little bit, but it does it pretty quickly, like within like a minute of drying. Because when you first go in with it, I was kind of like, I don't know. And I struggled to kind of find the shade that worked for me, but I think this one is pretty good now. So it does slightly change color, but the finish is just so nice. Literally feels like nothing on your skin and gives a good light to medium coverage, but you can build it up to be more medium to full coverage if you use more of it, but really, really been liking it. And it is new. You can get it at Ulta, CVS, most of the typical drugstores. And I think for summer, it's really, really nice. Now, also another new product that I've been loving is the Physicians Formula Butter Glow Concealer. I have new powders from Physicians Formula that we're gonna use, but I wanna use the concealer first. This stuff is really, really good. I've said it before, I don't like this little applicator on the top, but the formula itself is very, very nice on the concealer. I'm gonna go in with shade Light Medium. This reminds me a lot of the Kosas Revealer, the brightening concealer from Kosas, because it gives a good coverage. It's definitely brightening, feels lightweight on the under eyes, is not drying, and it does blend really, really nicely. I would say it's a medium coverage, so not gonna be like a full coverage, but for every day, I've really, really been liking it and think it sits really well on the under eyes, especially as the day goes on too. Like it wears really nicely, which is super important. Same thing with the foundation. Both wear nicely and they pair well together. So it's been a little drugstore combo I've been liking and is very pretty. I'm gonna just go in and set my under eyes with my regular powder, and then all over the face we have two new powders to try that I'm excited for, but I'm just using a translucent to set these under eyes. Okay, the new powders are from Physicians Formula. These are the Butter Glow Pressed powders. So far from the Butter Glow line, like the new stuff they've come out with, I've really, really liked, so I have high hopes. We have the translucent glow and the natural glow. The natural glow to me looks more like almost a blush slash bronzer. There's a lot of pink and brown tones, so to me, I'm gonna use this more for warmth. If you have a deeper skin tone, it could work for all over your face. For me, I think it'll be too dark, so I'm gonna use it for warmth after we set the skin with the translucent glow, which is just a lighter one that looks like this. So I'm gonna use this all over the skin. It's supposed to set the skin, but give a nice glow. I'm interested to see, because sometimes these glow products that like set the skin can make it look really creasy and cracky, you know, like go into like every little crevice of your skin and just really not look that flattering. Okay, so far this one does look pretty good actually, because it doesn't give too much glow. Some of them that have like too much like glitter in them, it's like it looks cute for like 5 minutes and then you look crazy. At least I do. This one I actually feel like gave kind of like a filtered glow to the face, but it's not like a glittery glow. Okay, Physicians Formula, I feel like really killed it on this new collection. This looks really nice. I will update the description box with if it, you know, ends up being crazy by the end of the day, but so far I feel like it looks really good. So no complaints there. And then like I said, let's try this one again. This is a natural glow. I'm gonna use this kind of just to add like warmth around the face. Just gonna go in with an angled brush. Ooh, this is pretty. I feel like, oh, I actually really like this. It's like Not necessarily a blush, not necessarily a bronzer. It's like a mix of the two. So again, to go in like I'm doing, like add warmth, or if you do have a deeper skin tone, I think you could apply all over the face. It looks really, really pretty and like just gives a natural kind of glow. I like that. This new collection from Physicians Formula has been really, really nice. All right, we are like glowy, bronzy, rosy. I love it. Okay, for our eyes, I'm so excited. I've seen so much about these. These are brand new from CoverGirl. They are the Clean Color, Clean Fresh eyeshadow palette. So I have this one in Spiced Copper. You get 4 different shades. It got a little dirty in shipping, but she's good. She's still together. So I'm gonna go in with this shade first in my crease. In this palette, you get 2 mattes and 2 shimmers, which for a small palette, I feel like is perfect. Like the perfect little split. 2 of each. So far, this looks like it's blending pretty good. And they have these in a bunch of different colorways too. So a lot of different color options, depending on what your personal preferences are. I will say I got a few and most of them unfortunately arrived shattered. So if you can get them in store, I would recommend, again, it could just be like a one-off, you know, I don't know what my FedEx, UPS, however it came, man was doing with it, but did just wanna note that because I did get a few of them, but this was one of the only ones that survived the shipment. Okay, let's go in with this deeper color now. I'm gonna put that out here, like the outer corner, kind of just pressing it in. This one has a little bit of glitter in it, but it's like mostly matte. There is a tiny little gold glitter added to it. Just gonna blend that in. And same thing on the other eye. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with the more copper tone shadow, not shatter, on my finger, and I'm gonna press it on. Ooh. Yes, that is so pretty. You never know with drugstore like shimmer shades, sometimes they miss the mark. This one's really pretty because it's like foiled. And I love these sort of shades for the summer. Really, really warm and pretty. Very, very pretty. Leaving that inner corner free though, because I want to use the other shimmer in there. This copper is beautiful though. Now just going in with the brush and the other shimmer. This one isn't super light, but it is a bit lighter, obviously. I'm gonna put that in the inner corner, a little bit more golden, but very, very pretty. Just to keep that area light and bright, and right beneath the brow bone, just to highlight that. And then I'm gonna go in with that deeper shade on the lower lash line and just buff it out. So everything is just kind of smoked out and pretty. This worked really well, actually. I feel like in the past, actually no, I was gonna say in the past I didn't like CoverGirl's eyeshadows, but I did. They had other like smaller palettes that I liked that had really little like strips of color that were also pretty, but this is really nice. Like it worked very well. The shadows were pigmented, easy to blend, so no complaints. I think this was a nice palette and I like the look we were able to create. Okay, for mascara, I'm gonna jump in with the e.l.f. Lash and Roll. This is like e.l.f.'s newest mascara and it is so good. I really have been loving it. It was definitely created to be like a dupe for Benefit's Roller Lash, but honestly, I think this one is better. It gives a lot of length and lift to the lashes. If you like more voluminous lashes, you might not like this because this is not gonna necessarily give volume, it just gives length and lift. But if you like length and lift and like separation, I think you'll really like it. Okay, for eyeliner, I'm gonna go in with a new one from L'Oreal. This came out, I wanna say like 4 months ago. I'm behind on this, but I haven't tried it yet. It's their Infallible Grip Liner. So I have a brown one here. The shade is Brown Denim. It comes with a little smudger, but we're just gonna use it in the waterline. So I don't really need this smudger, but I'm gonna go in and apply to the waterline. Okay. At first I was getting nervous. I was like, nothing's coming out, but I think you have to get through that like first little layer. Obviously this is the first time I used it. I'm just gonna put some on my hand and then let's go. Okay, we're getting pigment now. I was getting a little nervous. Looks pretty good. I like using brown liner and I'm gonna tight line a little bit with it too. Okay, now we are gonna use a lash today. I got these new lashes from Kiss. These are part of the Muses collection. I have 3 of them. We have Legacy, which these are quite thick. I definitely have been, like I used to love like the longest, thickest possible lashes. I definitely prefer just like literally a half lash or just very like natural lashes more recently. So I feel like those may be a little thick. This one is Sire. Wispy, pretty, and then we also have Noblesse. I feel like these ones are the most like tame. They're still thick, but they're not super, super long. So I think I'm gonna try these. One of these. What do you guys think? I'm gonna go with these. But these are supposed to be a soft black color for ultimate naturalness. They're not like super dark, I guess. And they're supposed to be lightweight, so let's see. Oh, they actually are really lightweight. That's nice. They don't have a super thick band. I'm not putting them on. I'm just checking to see if I need to trim them at all. Probably a little bit. Okay, these could actually be really nice. Let me just do a little trim on the end there. I'm gonna go in with the Kiss Lash Glue Liner. This is basically eyeliner and lash glue in one. I love this stuff so much, and apply that. And then let's go in with the lashes and just press them on. Okay, these are actually quite pretty. They're not super heavy on the eyes. Like some of the other ones were pretty heavy. These ones I feel like are nice. Let's go in with the other side. They are pretty long too, so if you have big eyes, it's a good thing. If you have a little bit smaller eyes, just trim a little bit like I'm doing. I pretty much always have to trim a little bit of my lashes, but I do think that these look really pretty. All right, here they are on. Very pretty. I like those. Okay, now up next we have some newness from ColourPop. They give us single bronzers, blushes, and highlighters. So the bronzers and the highlighters I haven't tried yet. The blushes I have, and I have some thoughts. Okay, bronzer first. I'm gonna go in the shade Summerland Beach, and I'm gonna use this to kind of just contour out the cheekbones, sculpt out the face a little bit. We still use that other product that gave us a pretty bronzy glow. This one's matte, so I'm more so using it just to sculpt. Works well. Okay, now these blushes is where it gets interesting. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this one in the shade Flamingo, which is this light pink. This is the one that went super, super viral. I'm pretty sure it's sold out. And she is pretty. I'm gonna go in on my cheek with this. It's very, I think this went viral because it's similar to like the viral Dior blush that's around this color. It's definitely a pretty, you know, pinky shade. This sort of colored blush went crazy viral with this year. So like, she's pretty, okay? Don't get me wrong. Where y'all are missing out, or not you guys, because you're watching this right now. This one in the shade Papaya, when I used this the first time, my jaw literally dropped. This is the prettiest blush I've ever used. Justice for Papaya, okay? This one's so much prettier and I'm obsessed with it. Let me grab a different brush. It is literally so pretty. This is like the blush for summer. Like, are you kidding me? Okay, that was a lot of it. Got a little crazy. Just blending with like a clean brush now. Let's blend, but she pops so good. Gives the prettiest like rosy glow to the cheeks. This and like a little bit of a tan in the summer. You guys, my new favorite blush. It's so pigmented. Honestly, I probably used a little too much because I got excited. You just need a little bit and it's just so pretty. I think this one is just stunning. And I think this would flatter probably more people's skin tone than this lighter one. I could be wrong on that, but this one is just so, so pretty. I needed to share it with you guys. As always, you guys know you can use code Kelly for 10% off of your ColourPop purchase. So you can get this for 10% off if you order it from ColourPop's website. I do think they have them in Sort Ulta too, but just so pretty. Like, I love it. So I'm gonna go in with this on my other cheek too. I wanted to show you guys the other one for reference, but Papaya is my girl. She is just so pretty. Honestly, the two of them mixed together is pretty too. Now that I'm like mixing them, I'm like, But this one is just like, has my heart. So stunning. Okay, now for the highlights, I have two of them. We will try both. I have not tried either. So I have Boombox and Minted. Minted is a lot lighter, more like yellowy undertone highlight. So let's go in on this side. Grab a little brush and let's go in and see. Ooh, okay, it's lighter than I thought that it would be actually. Like, okay, actually, never mind. I'm like, is it lighter? No, it actually is pretty blinding. Definitely lighter in shade though, like an icy sort of highlight, which is what I expected because that is how it looks. Pretty, but I don't love it. I don't know, there's something I feel like it's a little too icy on me. So I don't love this shade. Let's try the more peachy one. This one is Boombox. This one definitely has more peachy tones. Oh yes, okay. This one I really like. Very, very pretty. They're more subtle than I thought they would be. They're not like super blinding. Obviously you can build them up and make them pretty blinding, but if you just use a little bit of it, it is more like subtle. Definitely like this color better. I think it just goes a little bit better with like the colors that we have going on. So I'm gonna add some to this side, but pretty. A little down the nose. Okay, for our lips, Milani gave us these new Stay Put liquid lipsticks. This one in the shade 120 has just been calling my name. I need to try it. Here is what it looks like. I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna kind of use it to like line the lips first, and then I'll go in all over. Ooh, this shade is so pretty. I love it. Like a pinky mauve nude. Oh, this is gonna be my shade. Milani always kills it on their lipsticks. I love their lipsticks. This is a liquid lipstick, which honestly, it's been a while since I really liked a liquid lipstick. Let's see how it looks when it dries. I can already feel it like turning matte. It doesn't feel drying though, so I'm interested to see once it's fully set down. But this color though, perfect. Love the color. They are supposed to be transfer proof too, so once it dries down, we're gonna put it to the test. I'll kiss my hand and we'll see how transfer proof it actually is. Okay, I think she's fully dry, not sticky at all, like just sets down. Does not feel drying right now. Obviously it just did dry down, but it feels fine on my lips right now. I'll definitely update the description on how it wears throughout the day, so check that out. But let's put it to the test now. I'm gonna kiss my hand. Okay, we did get a little. Maybe it's not fully dry because we only got it on the outside, which is interesting. Little bit on the inside, definitely more on the outside. So transfer proof, I don't know. But to me, it doesn't matter. This color is beautiful and still does not feel drying or anything on my lips. So I will absolutely continue to wear this probably a million times, but fully transfer proof, maybe not. Okay. Next, this gloss, I'm so excited about this. This is new from the Clean Fresh line as well from CoverGirl. This is the Yummy Gloss. So I have this in shade Flamingo Pink. Looks pretty. Ooh, okay. First of all, smells amazing, like very fruity and gives a really juicy kind of glossy look. I like this. Wow, I may have found like one of my new favorite lip combos with these two. I feel like they look so good together because this gives it a little bit more color, a little more pop and brightness. Feels really nice too on the lips, like not sticky whatsoever at all. I like this a lot. Okay, love those. Now last but certainly not least, from Physicians Formula, we have the Mineral Wear Diamond Setter Long Lasting Setting Spray. So it says it's a weightless iridescent, which I'm like interested to see what that means. All over setting spray. It says it has lustrous diamond dust. So I don't know if this could be like, have glitter in it. I don't really know what exactly that means. So let's shake her up and see. I'm gonna do a spritz test like on my hand. Okay, feels like a light mist. Doesn't look like it's super glittery. Let's see. Oh, it left those little white dots. Sometimes setting sprays can do that. A lot of times they like evaporate into the skin, so let's see. Did you see like right in here? I got these like white dots. I'm gonna get rid of the one on my lip. Let me let it set down and dry. It doesn't really look like it gave like glitter to my skin. I'm just concerned as to what's gonna happen here. And that'll be like the determiner if I like it or not. Because this side I feel like looks fine. Okay, it's been 5 minutes. This is still here. So this I wouldn't recommend. It could have to do with like I didn't shake it good enough, but like you guys saw me shake this. So you have to really shake it so vigorously and so that you don't get these globs of stuff on your face. I don't like it. So no, this one's a no for me. I'm gonna just blend that out with the Beauty Blender. It will blend out, but like, you know, I'd rather just have a setting spray that doesn't do that. I don't have to worry about it. So the setting spray, not my favorite. Everything else I feel like worked really, really well. And our completed look came out really pretty. It's like very summery and bronzy. I love it. So like I said, I'll have everything listed down below. Some of the products I said I would give a wear update to will be listed where I list the products. So check the description box for that. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye.